Presenting patient history taking app using AI. This is the broad workflow of the app that patient speaks the history. Now this is very important in a country like India because many patients, if they are asked to write their history, or even if the screen describes the history and they are just supposed to choose a correct option, but unfortunately many are illiterate and they do not know what is the they cannot read, but everybody can speak. So patient speaks and the app actually asks many questions. When we will see that video demo, you will realize that app asks questions and the patient responds exactly like history is taken in a clinical setup. Okay, so patient speaks and the audio entire history once recorded in the app, it is sent to the cloud. Now it is stored in a secured HIPAA compliant privacy ensured database. Now there this from there it is sent to the doctor's app. So the app will have two parts. One will be the patient part and another will be the doctor's part. So doctor will get a very compact version but all inclusive version. We will see the demo that we are not leaving anything, but we are just converting the history which is described in say 6 minute or 7 minute into just such a format which is called standard FHAIR format, that is electronic all common internationally accepted format which can accept the electronic health record, or which is compatible with electronic health record system of any healthcare organization. So doctor will be able to just glance at that within 60 seconds he gets the idea. So 7 minutes work is here done in 60 seconds, and there are some more advantages. As we will see the demo, you will realize there are multiple advantages of doing that. So it is not just a time saved, but multiple advantages are there. Now after the history is taken, then the patient is presented a choice whether he wants to go for diagnosis and prescription also. Currently of course we have not implemented this part, we are waiting for the response from the doctor. But if he chooses no, then he is just allowed to download his history and then he can go to his chosen doctor, his family doctor on whom he has a trust, and then we are completely not binding him to our platform. That is what I want to say. But if he chooses yes, then in that case the patient will be given a diagnosis and prescription, but that will not be done by AI system. We will have our empaneled doctors, and this will be done by human human expert. So AI may help in that diagnosis and prescription, but final decision will be in the hand of the expert doctor for that particular domain. Okay, then the prescription is written and prescription is given to the patient. Okay, so this is the idea, broad idea. So what problems are solved by this? Patient history taking is the time consuming but at the same time vital part in medicine. Doctors often cannot take detailed history because of several reasons. For example, patients forget to mention important details. Patients sometimes doctors sometimes do not have time, say in a pandemic type situation, or doctor in a civil hospital or public healthcare have to attend to hundreds of patients sometimes in a day. So there is no time to take 7 to 8 minutes history of every patient. Sometimes there may be other reasons, but in private setup some doctors hire a junior assistant, and the question is will that be viable for everyone? Second thing is that if that assistant is not a doctor, then he or she is not under the oath, and therefore the issue of patient's privacy will also arise. Okay, so this is one important thing here. Our aim is to enable patient to describe detailed history without missing any single important point in a secure environment from the comfort and privacy of his home. Okay, now let's see the video demo. Now here I have started my app, and it is running on this URL. As soon as I open the URL, immediately the app will give the first prompt. So please listen carefully.
Hello. Please describe your health problem briefly. I will take detailed history later.
So it greets, hello, please describe your health problem briefly, and I will take detailed history later. So I say chest pain.
I understand your concern. To understand better, I will now ask a few questions about your past medical history. What is your first name?
So here it starts taking comprehensive past medical history. Raja,
What is your gender? Male, female, or other?
male,
What is your age in completed years?
72,
What is your weight in kilograms?
68,
What is your profession?
retired.
Answer yes, no, or don't know. Do you have diabetes or sugar problem?
Now here we also provided this don't know option because at least in India, many patients simply do not have any idea. They may be having diabetes, but they have never checked. So don't know is also one option. Don't know.
Answer with alcohol, smoking, other, or skip. Do you have any addiction or habit?
Now these addictions play a major role in causing illnesses. So that question is asked. But due to privacy reason, if a patient wants to skip, then he can skip those questions. Alcohol and smoking.
Answer yes, no, or don't know. Do you have high blood pressure?
Yes.
Answer yes or no. Do you have any other pre-existing illness?
Yes.
If yes, what are your illnesses?
Asthma and rheumatoid arthritis.
Answer yes or no. Are you taking any medicines for this or other illnesses?
Yes.
If yes, please upload existing prescriptions or name all medications.
So when patient said that he is already taking some medications, then we are asking to upload the prescription. I will just upload any random PDF file, but instead of that, patient will upload his actual prescription.
Answer yes or no. Have you done blood test in last 30 days?
No. But here also, if patient would have asked yes, answered yes, then he will be asked to upload the blood report.
Answer yes or no. Have you done urine test in last 30 days?
No. Again, here also yes, then upload the question. No, then go to the next question.
Answer yes or no. Have you done any x-ray in last 6 months?
Yes. Now you will see that it will prompt for uploading.
For better diagnosis, please upload report.
So X-ray, I am just uploading any random image file.
Answer yes or no. Have you done MRI in last 6 months?
No.
Answer yes or no. Have you undergone any surgery in last 6 months?
Yes. So here when the patient answers yes, he has undergone some surgery in last 6 months, then a follow-up question will be asked. But if that what was or when was that surgery done? But if the patient answers no, then obviously then the surgery becomes irrelevant topic. So exactly how the history is taken in the clinics, that way the app takes the history.
If yes, when was the surgery?
Since patient answered yes in the previous question, so the app is asking when was the surgery done? 4 months back.
Okay. Based on your description, I will now ask questions related to cardiology. Please answer patiently. Tell me your heart-related problem again.
Now, so far, all the answers, all the questions were regarding the past medical history, demographic questions, etc. But now, since the complaint was originally chest pain, the domain inferred was cardiology, and therefore, app says that now it's asking question related to cardiology. It again starts from the major complaint, chief complaint, and asks that again describe what is your main complaint. So, chest pain.
Where exactly do you feel the discomfort? Center chest, left side, right side, or upper abdomen?
Now, these are questions related with cardiology. So, center chest or left side, right side, or upper abdomen. So, I am saying left side.
Is the pain sharp, dull, burning, heaviness, or pressure-like?
So, the nature of pain is asked. Sharp.
Answer yes or no only. Does the pain spread to the left arm, jaw, back, or shoulder?
Yes. Now, this is important question that doctors know that if pain radiates to the left arm or shoulders, then it is usually a more worrisome sign, and it is a major big indicator that heart related issue is there.
Answer yes or no only. Does it increase on walking or climbing stairs?
Yes.
Answer yes or no only. Does pain reduce when you rest?
Yes. So increasing the pain in when doing exertion and reduction in the pain when resting, that is also one important information.
How long does each episode last?
As long as exertion continues.
Answer yes or no only. Do you feel fast or irregular heartbeat?
No.
Answer yes or no only. Do you feel breathlessness during activity?
Yes.
Answer yes or no only. Do you have swelling in legs or feet?
No.
Answer yes or no only. Have you fainted or felt like fainting recently?
No.
Guided intake completed.
So at this stage, complete history of the patient, both this was old questions, that is past medical history, and since it was chest pain, these are all questions related with cardiology. And you can see that the whole thing is very, very compact. So the doctor who is experienced will now just need only 30 seconds maybe to have a glimpse at this. The chest pain on the left side, nature is sharp, radiation occurs, exertion increases, relieved by rest, then no. So then all those things are important from the cardiology diagnosis point of view. And these questions are the old demographic question that what is your weight and what is your age, because age is important predictor of cardiac illness. Then bad habits like alcohol or smoking, they are also important reason. High blood pressure, diabetes, they are also important reason. Asking for previous illnesses and are you taking any medicines is important, because if this doctor wants to prescribe a medicine, then he has to first take care that his medicine do not do contraindication with other medicine. Okay, so that is the situation. Now here I have shown only one workflow, but if here complaint instead of chest pain would be severe headache, then the domain inferred would be neurology. These questions would still be asked, all the questions of past medical history, but then here the questions will be related to neurology. Similarly, if the complaint would be here instead of chest pain, it would be stomach pain with loose motions, then in that case domain inferred will be GI, and in that case uh, gastrointestinal, and these questions will still be asked, but here questions would be replaced by GI related questions. And similarly here complaint would be instead of chest pain, suppose breathing difficulty, coughing, and blood in cough, etc., then domain inferred will be respiratory or chest TB, and accordingly the questions here will change. These questions will remain same. So this is one important thing, and I can add as many domains as the doctor requests. Accordingly symptoms also will be updated. And second thing is that even these symptoms are not fixed. If a particular doctor says that no, in my clinical examination I ask apart from these questions I will ask these three questions, can you please add these three, then we can easily add these three. Similarly here also in past medical history, if a doctor suggests that two more questions need to be asked, then will you add it, so we can immediately add it. So that's not an issue at all. Okay, and one last thing is regarding this that as soon as this one patient's history is completed, then just one clicks new patient.
Hello. Please describe your health problem briefly. I will take detailed history later.
It starts asking the whole cycle again for the new patient, and it goes on doing the same thing for infinite number of patients, that is as long as the doctor wants. Okay, so and all patients record will be stored as unique record with unique patient identifier. For example, here I can show you how the records are stored. Okay, and they are stored in this manner. You can see this unique ID for the patient. So name we are asking, but name we can easily remove later on, and we can anonymize or any other information, so that we are compliant with HIPAA and any other regulatory requirement of any country. So that is very important, because otherwise healthcare application, designing healthcare application is a big challenge because of strict regulatory environment. But we have already taken care of that. So that thing that a patient's history, anonymized history can be forwarded if the doctor wishes so. And as such, we are taking only name. We are not even taking full name, that is surname, or we are not taking some unique identifier like social security number or Aadhaar number or something. So, but just by name, it is difficult to identify, but even that can be redacted later on. Okay. So I hope that you like this demo. Thank you for being with me. Patient medical history intake workflow. We have seen the video demo. So this is how the whole app works. That patient describes his chief complaint. Based on chief complaint, patient's domain, illness domain is inferred by the app. So for example, chest pain is cardiology, and headache, severe headache is neurology, and also on. Okay. But we don't directly start asking domain related question. First we ask general data collection, age, gender, then past medical history, what medications they are taking, any investigations have been done, if yes, then what are their reports, and patient may even upload his report or MRI's image or everything on our app. Okay, then once this general history is taken, then domain specific questions will be asked by the app, and that answers are also will be recorded. So this will be two types of history. One is general history, which will be asked to all patients, and here domain specific question will change depending upon what is the chief complaint. So if complaint is headache, then here cardiology neurology specific questions will be asked. Here complaint is chest pain, then here cardiology specific questions will be asked. Complaint is severe pain in stomach and blood in stool, then GI related question, gastrointestinal questions will be asked. And if complaint is suppose this say severe coughing with blood in the sputum, then in that case respiratory related question will be asked. So that is how these questions will keep on changing from patient to patient. So it takes care of that ethics also, that every patient is unique, and at the same time these are general questions which are useful and which must be asked to every patient, because pre-existing illnesses are important factor for diagnosing the current disease. Say for example diabetes, hypertension, they are the leading cause of heart problems, right? Current medication the doctor has to know, because he is prescribing some other medication, so he has to take care of contraindications and cross reactions. Okay, so what are the key highlights finally of this app? Then it is a multilingual app. I have shown the demo only in English, but soon we are going to add Hindi, Gujarati, and maybe our aim is to add all Indian languages first. Secondly, our ambition is to make this a global app, and we will add all major global languages also. Second is hybrid architecture, because healthcare applications need to be designed very carefully. So AI cannot be blindly used everywhere. Wherever AI hallucinates or give unpredictable result, during that part, for example history taking, yes, no, most of the questions you saw that we have designed them as yes, no, deterministic question. At the same time, some open-ended questions were also left, and they are also recorded. Okay, for example your that addiction related question, then alcohol and smoking, then some patient may reply alcohol and smoking both, or that kind of whole sentence will also be recorded in the history. Okay, and medical based questions, if they are there, like do you have diabetes, or then we have added that part in the question itself, that please answer yes or no. Okay, so they become deterministic question, because in medical history related question one cannot rely on AI inferring the intent of the patient just from his voice or his description. Instead, it is better to force the patient to give deterministic answer by designing the question itself properly. Then this app is FHIR compliant. FHIR is the international standard, because every hospital may use different EHR, electronic health record system, which are from different companies, and therefore the format of the record will also be different. But FHIR is compliant, FHIR is compatible to any EHR, so the hospital will not need to modify its EHR or anything, because it is in any case just an audio clip. So then that audio, from that audio a JSON file is inferred, and that JSON is FHIR compliant, so it high security and privacy is ensured on the cloud. Okay, and this is a global practice nowadays. And imagine if whole country's data is in one standard format like this, then how easy it would be for the healthcare researchers. And finally, when patient asks for diagnosis or treatment, otherwise we deliberately kept the app to limit it to only history taking. But if he asks for diagnosis and treatment, then again we do not let the AI to diagnose or prescribe medicine as per the international regulations and norms. Okay, of course AI can be helpful, but a human doctor will be there in the loop, and that human doctor will just look at the history and then he can do the diagnosis and the treatment. So this is going to be a big help to doctors in their practice. Thanks.